Hi everybody, this is Professor West. Welcome back. We are going to continue working with some of the procedures in Alice so that I can just explain to you real quick some of the other things that you can do here. And you're welcome to follow along. I have two characters up on my screen, so you can go into screen setup, move them however you want. It's up to you. And go back into edit the code. If you want other creatures up here, that's totally fine. I've only got the two for now, but that's okay. Now, a while ago, or in the previous video, I grabbed some of these items and just drug it over here. See how a trash can appears? And they disappear. You could also right click and tell it to delete some of them if you want. So let me show you some other things. You also could right click and see how it has a check by where it says is enabled. If I click that, that's going to uncheck it, and that's going to make this one disabled. So when I run the program now, how are you going to run? The other one's going to be ignored. So whatever you have disabled is simply not going to show up. If I enable it again, then when I run it, now it's going to say, how are you? Oh, I'm scared. So there's some other things we can do. Come over here to the end where it says add detail. We have a lot of different stuff we can do. We can show it the font type. We can pick some different ones. The bubble position, whether we want it above or to the right or to the left. Bubble fill color. Maybe you want it to have a red background or a blue background or whatever. Bubble outline color, these are all based on the fact that this is text that's going to be displayed. Font color, text scale, what size, text style, duration, and so forth. These details are all based on the fact that this is going to be text. So if you wanted to change some of it, like, let's say I want to change the bubble fill color to dark blue. Now when I run it for that one, it's white and then, oh, dark blue. Well, obviously that didn't help my text because my text is dark. So then I would want to come in and I want to change the font color. I would want it to be something bright since my background is dark. So now when I run it, how are you? And oh, I'm scared comes up in blue with yellow text. This is just stuff that you can play around with. I'm going to go through some other stuff over here. Atmosphere helps set the atmosphere, like the light, the color, the fog density, and so forth. If you want to do audio, if you make sure you click on a person if you're wanting them to do stuff, because it's different. If I have the ground selected, there's not a lot that I can do, but if I have a person selected, there's a lot that that person can do. So just like before when I was showing you in the other window, we have the position ones here. I could tell him to move in a certain direction for a certain amount. Let me do one of those. Move right. And I'm going to make you move 0.5. And I'll run it. How are you? I'm scared. Now he's going to move to the right. And let's say I decide, oh, that's not far enough. I want him to move 2. So now when I run it, how are you? I'm scared. And he's going to go way over. But what if I don't want him to go that fast? I could come in and I could set the duration by clicking add detail. I could set the duration to be longer. So now it's going to take him longer. How are you? I'm scared. Now he's slowly going to go over. You can also come down to where it says custom decimal number, and I can enter whatever I want. I could enter 4. That's going to make him go take twice as long to get over here. So now it looks like he's slowly backing away. You might have noticed some other things popped up here. Random. Maybe I want him to move a random distance in a random amount of time. Maybe I don't always want to move over 2.0. Maybe sometimes I want to move over 0.5, and sometimes I want to move over 4. I could tell it to randomly pick by giving it the 2 sets of numbers. So there's a lot of stuff you could do in here. Let me go through some more of this real quick. Orientation tells which way he's facing and all that kind of stuff. Position and orientation combines the two. Size sets the width or the height or the depth. All these things I can control. Appearance, like opacity, sets how transparent they are. Vehicle's an interesting one. I could put another character on here, and I could set the Cheshire Cat to be the vehicle or whatever, and basically the other character would do whatever he does. So it's basically telling the other character to do the same things as this one. That way I don't have to constantly, if I have this one do 15 things, I don't want to have to go in and tell the other one to do all 15 things. I could just tell it, hey, do what he's doing, and it will. I can play audio. I can create a delay. Sometimes when the program starts, you might want to make it wait a few seconds before he does something. And then, of course, you can make other stuff. So that's pretty much it for all the different procedures. You really are going to have to play around with them in order to figure out exactly what you want to do. But remember, you can also, you don't have to just do it on the one, you can do it on other stuff too. So they all have their own stuff. If you pick the camera, now you have the camera positions and orientation and so forth, which is a little different than the character organization. But it's entirely up to you to play around with these things and figure out what you like and set it up to do it. So that's it for this video, and I'll see everybody in the next unit. Bye.